Okay, guys, so we're gonna get into this. There's been a lot of questions. I saw it in the comments, and instead of writing a long paragraph, which I actually started to do to pin on there, we're gonna get into exactly how this works. How does Amazon and Sony's upcoming Spider-Man series that's gonna tie into everything work exactly, and what are Sony's plans? So first up, let me get the basics out of the way. Amazon would be the distributor for the upcoming Spider-Man series that's in development. The first one being Silk going to live action. Now Silk is another variant of Spider-Man, having more or less the same powers, but her and Peter are closer together than you might think, as they were bitten by the same spider and she was in this cocoon, and it's a long story, but just know she's directly connected to Peter. So how exactly do they handle this? Well, Sony has played smart where we haven't seen Peter's origin in the MCU, largely because nobody's wanted to see it, so they skipped over and they just mention it. So you can directly play off the fact that Cindy Moon, who is Silk, has been bit by the same spider, just mention that she was in school, it's happened, and you move on from there. Now, her time can be spent either in New York, you can spend it in Jersey, and you can say that she's been doing things differently. Now, the future for Spider-Man in the MCU is, well, it's over once the third film comes out and there's another appearance. So Sony is, in essence, looking to do what they did with Venom and Morbius and what they're trying to do with everything else, where they have a connected universe, but it's not really connected. It's the good old Amy Pascal adjacent. And they use those words for a specific reason, because that's exactly how this series is going to be. This series is meant to be, as we found out about a year plus ago from Lord and Miller, who of course work on multiple things with Sony and worked on the Lego movie, that this is supposed to be a start of something bigger, and all of their upcoming series will be connected. So you're looking at this series being tied into Venom and Morbius and the MCU Spider-Man through that adjacent way that they talked about before. Now, of course, Peter Parker will eventually end up showing up in all of these properties because that is their goal. But they're looking to take it one step at a time, because we already know that their ultimate goal is to make a giant Spider-Verse movie in live action as well. So Sony is laying down the foundation for their Spider-Man Marvel Universe, along with also expanding to multiple different outlets, like streaming on Amazon, like having the films. So as of right now, we know that Silk is the one that's confirmed, but there's two other ones that are in development. We'll find out about those soon. And obviously, there's the other ones that are being developed on film, for example, Kraven. We know they're still working on some iteration of Silver and Black. So the thing with these is that they're looking to try to do exactly what Marvel Studios has done and mimic the Netflix model, but they will be more interconnected because they're not signing over anything to the likes of Amazon. Again, they're a distributor that's going to become a partner. They're not something completely different that you have to sign over all of these character rights. So essentially, Sony will be looking to do exactly what Marvel Studios is doing with Disney Plus and the MCU, but essentially they're waiting for Peter Parker to be freed up from the MCU, because once he's out of that, they can use Tom Holland and roll him into all of these. So the reason all of these are taking so long is because they're going to put Peter Parker in everything. He'll be showing up in future Venom films, Silk will crossover, you're going to be seeing Kraven the Hunter, you're going to be seeing so many different things that the connective tissue to all of it is Spider-Man, because he's got an association with the MCU. So this thing will honestly be pretty big for Sony, because it's giving them what they've always wanted. They backpedal off the MCU, and those that aren't aware are going to be looking at it going, oh yeah, they're all connected, even though they're really not, but in a way, technically they are.